Okay, today we're going to be talking about how to record in your dojo without getting the red highlight or the UI pop-up as the start of our dojo contest prep video series. The first thing you're going to want to do is go into your controls and go down until you get to the camera movement speed for dojo, and you're going to want to turn that down to about a 9 or a 10. Now obviously this can vary depending on what you're going to want to do, but this is so you can get steady movement and better control of your camera when you're trying to record, and I'll kind of show here. It's incredibly slow in, comparison to normal, but it is a lot more steady. However, you see that I still have the red highlight and I still have the dojo tooltips popping up in my bottom right. So the question is how to get rid of the red highlight. And if you have watched my basics video, as you all should have if you're watching this, then you'll know that if you enter constrained movement, it removes the red highlight and focuses your dojo focus per se on that object. So it doesn't matter if you look around, no other objects will highlight because that object is already selected. However, the constrained movement arrows will still appear, so what you have to do is you need to find an object that is out of the way of your camera and then choose constrained movement on that, and then you're able to look around without the red highlight. Afterwards, all you have to do is go into your interface settings, scroll down and turn off your UI. Make sure your FPS is disabled as well. That doesn't necessarily apply to console players. Console players, by the way, this is all possible for you. I've seen some people complaining that it isn't a thing, but it is. You guys are just blind. Anyways, if you disable that, you still have the chat pop up there, so you have to wait for that to fade, and if anyone messages you in your chat, it'll pop up immediately, so just tell people to just fuck off for a bit while you're recording. But otherwise, this is how you're able to get completely FreeCam dojo recording, which I wish they would add as just a regular feature so you don't have to go through this extra stuff, but it is what it is, and this is just what we have to do for now. The next thing to note is, as I show here, it's impossible to get smooth rotations on the camera during these pans with a mouse. Correction, it's not impossible, it's just bloody difficult. So I have an old PS4 DualShock controller. You can use an Xbox controller or whatever you would like, even if you're on PC. And I plug this controller in whenever I want to record, and that's how I got all of the pans and angles that I did for the contest entry that I put out just a bit ago. And I'll just show some examples here. Using a controller, in my opinion, is a must for better movements for the camera. They are just so buttery smooth compared to what you can get with a mouse. It's just not comparable. But I've seen some people try to record with mouse and it looks fine. If you are going to record for the dojo contest, I want to remind you that videos are not a necessity. In fact, it's split down the middle on winners that have actually had a video in one versus winners that didn't. So the theory that people have about having to have a video to win is not true. But if you are going to record, then please make sure that you at least remove the UI and highlight, so that way people aren't dying inside as they watch you pan across a room and see each individual object turn red.